Psalm chapter 45 is considered a royal wedding song, celebrating the marriage of a king and his bride, often interpreted as a prophetic reference to the Messiah, Jesus Christ, and the church. We know this, right? Where the king represents God's chosen leader and the bride represents the faithful people. Okay, we got this, right? Psalms 45. And then we know all about what 45 is. 20 plus 25 for the year 2025 is 45. And then 45 times 45 is 2025. And we also know that Enoch and Elijah equal 45 in simple gematria, two pictures of our rapture. And Daniel equals 45. And Daniel is all about the Antichrist and the last 42 months or so. I mean, that is amazing to me. And who was in the times of Daniel and became his friend? The king Nebuchadnezzar, which equals 888 in English gematria. And wouldn't you know it, Donald J. Trump also equals 888 in English gematria. So we look at Psalms 45 as the year 2025, the marriage of the king and the bride, the church. And this pattern goes to Psalms 46 and on. And I'm going to read to you Psalms 46 and show you that it's the beginning of Jacob's trouble. It's a perfect prophetic pattern that God has laid out for us to see. It's absolutely perfect. Here we are in Psalms 46. Right after the marriage of the king and his bride, it says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Right after the marriage, talking about a time of trouble, like Jacob's trouble. We know that 46 is 20 plus 26. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah, or let it be. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. The heathen raged. Psalms 2. Why did the heathen rage? The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice. The earth melted. I think that's in Peter, where it talks about melting. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. It's all about destruction. Jacob's trouble. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. There it is, guys. Right after the marriage. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow, and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Now that is what Obama read. Remember? The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Is that not amazing? A perfect pattern. You have Psalms 45 right before, talking about the marriage of the king and his bride. And 45 is 2025. And then Psalms 46, right after that, for 2026, talking about God just destroying the earth and Jacob's trouble. Is that not amazing? It's right here. This is perfect pattern. Then I showed you Daniel chapter 12, verse 12. 12 times 12 is 144. Possibly for the 144,000. 12 plus 12 is 24. Possibly for the 24 elders. But it says, blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days. So that is 1,335 days. Now, I showed you guys in my last video that if you turn the days into years and you start from the Dome of the Rock, which is a type of the abomination that causes desolation, you come to the year 2026. But you can also come to 2025 because when you look up when the Dome of the Rock was finished, it says from 688 to 691. So if you started at 690, you come to 2025. If you start it from 691, you come to 2026. So I want to show you something interesting. If you take the number 1335 and multiply it 1 times 3 times 3 times 5, guess what number you come up with? The number 45 for 2025. And it says, "Blessed is he who comes to the 1,335 days," but we're turning that into years to see this pattern. That's pretty cool.